Hey guys, SpacePigguArt here, and today I'm doing yet another digital piece. This time I decided I would do a quick self-portrait thing, just so I could put it as my icon for my various social media things, because I thought that would be a nice thing to do. But yeah, as you can see I'm just colouring as you do. Once again, I did the sketch just straight with traditional media in my sketchbook, and then I transferred it onto the computer in order to do all of this. I didn't resize it or anything this time, so it's kind of small. You can see it gets quite pixelated pretty quickly when you start zooming in. Yeah, it didn't really bother me too much, so it was fine. Yeah. So at the moment I'm just blocking colours in like I usually do, in order to make life a little bit easier when I'm colouring. Yeah, there's really not a huge amount to say. It's all pretty typical. In case anyone was wondering, most of the reason I've been doing a lot of digital stuff recently is because I've not got as much desk space as I had previously, and it's just a little bit easier for me to do digital work where I just need my tablet than to do anything bigger and fancier where I need a bit more space to set up all of my pencils and all of that nonsense, which is kind of tough at the moment because I've not got much space, like I just said. But yeah, that's kind of part of the reason for all the digital art. Also, I just want to practice it a bit more. I want to try and get a bit better. I want to, yeah, just be better, generally. Yeah. So as you can see, I'm just layering up colours. I do redo, like, all of the hair, but this was just to give me a general idea of what I was aiming for. And yeah, it does end up pretty, not similar, but not that different. Yeah, it turns out well, I think. Yeah, as you can see, I'm just using that same blender tool that I usually use to blend everything in. I did a kind of quick, not so refined job this time. I don't really know how I feel about it. I think it went alright. Yeah, I like the look of not completely perfectly rendered art, like when you see concept art and stuff, I really like how that looks, so I'd like to be able to emulate that style, but I don't know that I'm really good enough. But yeah, as you can see, I'm just jumping through a little bit as usual, because some things are repetitive and not that interesting. You can see the glasses start to get kind of thin and everything at this point, because I stopped worrying so much about how I was working around them. But yeah, trying to make my eyes look interesting-ish. Yeah, I think they end up looking a little shiny, but doesn't really matter too much. I'll probably redo this at some point because my hair colour changes a lot, so I might just re-render it a little when I do go in to change my hair colour, because I'd like to try and keep it updated as much as I can. But yeah, just thickening up the glasses again, making them look the way I want them to look. Yeah, they don't end up having the smoothest edge because it's hard to blend everything around them, which is annoying, but you know. And as you can see, I do the hair pretty roughly. I do like how it turned out. It was something a little bit different for me, which was fun. So yeah, I actually use the brush tool for most of the hair because it blends a little bit, but it gives a slightly more, I don't know, it probably would have been easier to blend it a bit more, but I don't really like over-rendering hair, so it looks really smooth. I prefer it when it does have a bit more texture, I guess, so I feel like the brush tool works reasonably well for that. As you can see, I'm just swapping my views around, twisting the thing, inverting it. That's something I really like about Sai, actually, is that you can just shift everything about really easily. I'm not very good at working straight. You might notice that in my traditional art things. I have a tendency to shift everything around and twist my paper all over the place, and obviously that's harder to do with digital art, but Sai lets me, so that is really good, because I do need that kind of thing. Yeah, I kept in a lot of the hair rendering stuff just because it took a while and I thought it was kind of interesting. And now I'm messing around with layering everything up. As you can see, I've added a luminosity layer for some highlights and a multiply layer for some lowlights. Yeah, and now I'm just adding my little mole spot things, I don't know. And yeah, well, I'm coming up towards the end of the video now, so thank you very, very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe maybe. Yeah, but you'll see the finished thing in just a moment, but yeah, thank you very, very much for watching, and goodbye!